The phone vibrated on the oak nightstand, its buzz slicing through the midnight silence like a scalpel. I froze, my breath catching as the screen lit up with the name. Dr. Ellis. Not a contact I recognized. My wife, Clara, slept beside me, her chest rising and falling in the soft rhythm of someone unburdened by secrets. The message preview glowed. Meet me tomorrow. Usual spot. We need to. The screen dimmed before I could read more. My pulse hammered in my throat, a primal warning I couldn't ignore. I reached for the phone, my fingers trembling as if it might burn me. Clara's phone was never locked. She'd always laughed off my paranoia, saying trust was the bedrock of our marriage. But tonight that trust felt like a glass pane spiderwebbed and ready to shatter. I glanced at her dark hair fanned across the pillow, her face serene in the moonlight filtering through the blinds. She was the hospital's new director, a title that had swollen her confidence, made her stride through life like she owned every room. Untouchable. Or so she thought. The message opened with a swipe. Meet me tomorrow. Usual spot. We need to talk about last night. My stomach lurched. Last night she'd come home late, claiming a board meeting ran over. Her blouse had been wrinkled, her perfume faint, replaced by something musky I couldn't place. I dismissed it. Overtime was her new normal. But usual spot? My mind spun, conjuring images of shadowed parking lots, cheap motel rooms, stolen moments in sterile hospital corridors. I set the phone down, my hands clammy. The bedroom felt suffocating, the air thick with the scent of her lavender lotion and my own dread. I wanted to shake her awake, demand answers, but fear glued me to the mattress. What if I was wrong? What if this was nothing? A colleague, a misunderstanding? I lay there, staring at the ceiling fan's slow churn, each rotation mirroring the churn of my thoughts. Doubt gnawed at me, but so did love, that stubborn tether keeping me from leaping to conclusions. Morning came, gray and heavy with drizzle. Clara sipped her coffee at the kitchen island, her navy blazer crisp, her smile disarming. You're quiet today, Mark, she said, her voice warm but edged with something. Guilt? Suspicion? I mumbled about a rough night, my eyes tracking her every move. She checked her phone, her thumb hesitating before she pocketed it. Board meeting again tonight, she said, not meeting my gaze. Don't wait up. The day dragged, each hour a slow drip of paranoia. I called her office, claiming I forgot her schedule. Her assistant, chirpy and oblivious, confirmed no board meeting was planned. The lie hit like a fist, but I clung to denial. Maybe it was a last-minute thing. Maybe Dr. Ellis was a mentor, a friend. I drove to the hospital, the wipers smearing rain across the windshield, mirroring the blur in my mind. I parked across from the staff lot, my car hidden in the shadow of a sycamore tree. At 7:12 p.m. Clara emerged, her white coat swapped for a black trench. She didn't head to her car. Instead, she walked to the edge of the lot, where a man waited under a flickering street lamp. Tall, broad-shouldered, his face obscured by a hood. My heart thudded as she approached him, their heads close, her hand brushing his arm. The intimacy was unmistakable, a quiet betrayal that screamed louder than any words. I gripped the steering wheel, my knuckles white. Part of me wanted to storm over, confront them, let rage take over. But another part, the part that still loved her, whispered excuses. Maybe it was professional. Maybe I was misreading. I followed them, my car creeping through the rain-slick streets, until they pulled into a diner 2 miles away. Through the fogged-up window, I saw them slide into a booth, their laughter cutting through the glass like a blade. I couldn't stay in the car. The diner's bell jangled as I entered, the smell of grease and coffee grounding me in this surreal moment. Clara's eyes widened when she saw me, her fork frozen midair. Mark. Her voice was a mix of shock and something darker, fear maybe. The man, Dr. Ellis, I presumed, looked up, his face handsome but tired, his jaw tight. This is unexpected, Clara stammered, her composure cracking. Board meeting, huh? My voice was low, trembling with the effort to stay calm. The diner's hum, clinking dishes, murmured conversations, faded into a dull roar in my ears. Who's this? Dr. Michael Ellis, the man said, extending a hand I ignored. I work with Clara. We were just. Save it. I snapped, my eyes locked on her. Usual spot? Last night? Care to explain? Clara's face drained of color, her lips parting but no words coming. The silence was deafening, heavier than any confession. "Mark, it's not what you think," she finally said, her voice small, pleading. "We're working on something. A project." "A project," I echoed, the word bitter on my tongue. "At a diner? At night? After lying to me?" My voice rose, drawing stares from nearby tables. I didn't care. The pain was raw, a living thing clawing at my chest. I wanted her to deny it, to make it believable, but her eyes, those eyes I'd trusted for a decade, betrayed her. "Mark, please," she whispered, reaching for my hand. I pulled back, the touch searing. "It's complicated." "I didn't mean." "Didn't mean what?" I cut her off, my voice breaking. "To get caught." Dr. Ellis stood, his chair scraping the floor. "This is a misunderstanding," he said, but his tone lacked conviction. "Clara, tell him." She looked between us, her eyes glistening. "Mark, I love you. I swear. But I made a mistake. One night. It was nothing. Nothing." The word echoed, hollowing me out. One night. One betrayal. My mind replayed every late shift, every brushed-off question, every moment I'd rationalized away. The truth wasn't a single stab, it was 1,000 cuts bleeding me dry. I walked out, the rain cold against my face, her voice calling after me. In the car I sat, staring at the diner's neon sign, its glow blurring through my tears. Clara wasn't untouchable anymore. Neither was I. The scandal wasn't public yet, but it would be. Hospital gossip spread like wildfire. I didn't know if I'd forgive her if I could. But as I drove away, the rearview mirror showed her standing in the rain, alone, her silhouette shrinking. And in that moment I realized the twist. The betrayal wasn't just hers. It was mine too, for believing love could make us invincible.